Welcome guys, this is my next vlog. Today we're going to be using something brand new, something that just came through the post, and I've had my eye on it for a while and I want to give it a try. Can you see that? That is a Merkur Progress. So this is an adjustable razor made by Merkur. I've really trusted these blades. They've been fantastic for me. You can see the German engineering in them. They're just so on point every time. So far they haven't been that top end spectacular, which doesn't happen often, but they have been absolutely dependable. And when you're head shaving, it's a dangerous thing, so that dependability has proved to be really good. I'm delighted with these razors and I recommend them highly. They did actually come with a pack of 10 blades, but we're not going to use that today. Whenever I use a new razor, I like to level the playing field. I think that's quite important, just so you can get a gauge on how it performs against some of the other razors that you've been using. So for the purpose of that, I am going to use a feather. Now I know that a feather is a very sharp blade, but the hair on my head is just so thick that it seems to be the only blade, other than the Gillettes that I don't have many of, that really cut through with any particular ease. So the feather tends to be my go-to blade, really. It's actually cheaper to buy feathers for me off eBay than it is to buy some of the Gillette range, which is really bizarre, but there you go. Right, I'm going to start getting ready. Right, just to prepare the skin before every shave, I use the Proraso Crema Pre-Barba. That's the Italian name for it, but it's a pre-shaving cream, so this stuff is absolutely fantastic. Very mentholated, really good stuff. Just really good at opening your pores. So what I'm going to do is pop this on. I just lather it on very loosely, about that much or so. Can you see that? Pop this in both hands. Get this on, and what this does is this, you start to, after a few, maybe 30 seconds to a minute after applying it, so I go down the back of my neck, right behind my ears, right across the top of the head. There we go. There we are. So I just leave it like that, and literally within a minute my head starts to really tingle and I'm getting prepped. I'm prepared. My skin, my pores are opening up, so the hairs are nice and exposed. Plus it adds a real slickness, so that as we apply the shaving cream and then the blade, it should be as smooth as ice. So yeah, it's good stuff. I recommend it. Brush wise today, I'm going to be using my Omega number 48. This is the Barber edition. This is a bore brush, which I like. I mean, it's not as soft and supple as a badger brush might be, but I like the scritchy nature of it. It helps to exfoliate my skin. I'll tell you, I can feel the menthol off that Proraso pre-shave cream. That is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to be using this today. This boar hair naturally has a curve at the end of it, so it helps to pick up hairs. And with that scritchy nature, it really helps to exfoliate the skin, which is an added bonus. So as you're applying it, you're exfoliating your skin at the same time, which again helps to smooth out the skin, expose the hairs, and just all leads towards a good smooth shave. So yeah, highly recommend this. And price wise, that didn't cost much at all. In fact, I think that was under a tenner. That was great value. I recommend it. In view of keeping the playing field level, Proraso shave cream. This stuff is fantastic. Cheap, superb, smells nice, works well. It was the first shaving product that I bought. It's actually classed as a shaving soap, but it feels more like a cream in consistency, really. So this is the stuff I'm going to use. Again, I'm leveling the playing field here, don't forget, because I'm going to be testing a new razor. So yeah, it's important that I keep stuff nice and day-to-day, business as usual. So this stuff, highly recommend it. There we are, just working up the lather. Because this comes in a bowl, I literally just pop my brush in, whizzle it round on top, and I get myself a lovely lather. And here what I'm doing is I'm loading the soap into the brush. Literally, that'll do. I've got a nice lather built up on the brush now, so I can use that. And I might have to go back to it, depending on how many passes I do, but yeah, that's fine, nice and easy. Okay, here goes. I'm quite new to this lark, as you can tell, and thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. As I've mentioned previously, because I've decided to go ahead and shave my head and just embrace it and really enjoy it and go with it, and I researched the best way to go about doing it. Since I found this process of traditional wet shaving, I just haven't looked back. I haven't used any of the what we would call in the UK cutthroat razors yet, any of the single blades, but this is with the DE double-edged safety razors. It's just been fantastic since I've found it. I just haven't looked back really. So yeah, this is the way to go for me, and I've decided to shave my head every day, so I get to look forward to this fantastic process, this lovely grooming, these lovely smells, feelings, sensations, and I get to really enjoy having a bald head. I mean, talk about turn it on its head, ironic. Yeah, I've turned being bald on its head by really freaking enjoying the whole process. Absolutely amazing. I look forward to it. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. If you're thinking about it, do it. Just do it. Right, we're nicely lathered up now. I've got my blade loaded in. Again, this is a feather. In terms of gradient, this is the first adjustable I've ever used, so I don't really quite know how to play it. So I've put it on about 1.5. That feels like a mild setting for me. I think we'll just start with that and see where we get. What do you reckon? Good idea? Yeah, why not? Let's give it a go. Beautiful looking machine, isn't it? Really nice. Right, let's go. Yeah, that feels okay. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, don't forget, I am a beginner to this. I've decided to do a vlog while I learn. That felt quite nice. I might just notch it up to 2 and see if we can just run with that for now. Particularly with that sharp blade, that might be all right. There we go. We've gone to 2 now. Oh yeah, that feels great. Really good audio feedback. There's a lot of people that will probably laugh at the fact that I'm only on a 2, but I tell you, that feels great, particularly with this blade. I'm going to take it nice and slow. My process, sorry I should have said this earlier, is I go down first. So in the first 3 passes, sometimes I do a 4th, sometimes I don't, but you go with the grain. So I'm going down where they're in the direction that the hair is growing first. Then we're going to go across, and then we'll go against the grain. That's it. Calm down, nice and slow. I'm not putting any pressure on the razor. I don't need to. It's actually got a fair bit of weight to it, this, because inside that handle is the mechanism that it uses to adjust itself. That is so good. Right, twist it round, built up on the other side. So I can twist it round now and carry on. You don't want to, and do this as you're shaving. When you get to a certain level, do give it a thorough wash in the sink, because underneath the blade you do get a build-up, a compacted build-up of soap, and I suppose maybe a bit of surface skin as well, but that's blocking the flow of stuff coming through, so give it a good rinse each time. Okay. I'll tell you, that feels brilliant. I think I think you could potentially move up to a 2, but I don't know how good the audio is on this camera because I've only just started using it, but that's giving me some really good feedback. It's very smooth. I can feel that that's cutting into hair. Turn it round. I am prone to getting the odd bump now and then, so I do get the odd cut, and it's not because I'm not careful. I really try and be extremely careful, but sometimes with the odd bump, the blade just runs over it and gives you a little nick. They're not anything to be too concerned about, but I tell you what, for a first run, I tell you, first impressions are brilliant. Right, you don't need to lather quite as much on this run. Needs just a bit of water. That this soap does dry out quite quickly, so don't be afraid of just dipping the tip of your brush in the sink just to get some water, or getting a few drops and popping it on. But then you find that tends to just put that slick, that lick. Hear that? You just want that nice lick. My son loves that sound. Slapping it on. I'm now officially a slaphead, as you'll see later when I put on my post-shave products. Perfect. Right, now we go across the grain. Across the grain. Hoping you can hear that. That is superb feedback. Spin. Now I can't see the back of my head, so I'm going with feel. I'm being careful. I'm very careful when I run across the side of the ear there, because even though the blade doesn't come out the side, sometimes that metal can be quite just a bit of a light touch on the neck there, which is probably my most sensitive area, at the front here and at the back. That felt good, right. Spin. My technique is not perfect. Like I said, I've just started this game. I'm doing a vlog with inexperience, but I was hoping that might be a good thing, because it might just help some of the people out there who are thinking of getting started. They can see what life is like when you first start, you know. I encourage everyone to do it. It's easy to pick up. Well, where I am so far has been easy. I've just had to be careful, and you feel your own way. Everyone is different, so you're going to have to find your own way with it. Your hair's different, the direction, the thickness, all that kind of stuff. I've ended up on feathers. You might not. You might end up on something else, but just be careful as you go through the process. Experiment, use different stuff, and you'll find your way. I promise, you'll find your way. Right, I've just got that final top bit to there we are, twist. You get used to the angle. I mean, if you just pop that there, nothing happens, it's just the bottom bar, but once it's angled up, you start to engage the blade And you'll get a feel for that. You'll get a feel for that. There we go. I do get a few stragglers. I've got the island at the front there. So just make sure that we cover that off. Looking and feeling good so far, I have to say. Again, I've dipped my brush just to help it, because between each sitting, each pass, the soap can start to dry out. You can just see it's not quite as abundant, but that's okay because we've built up a really nice slickness on the head now, and that first pass is the one where you've got to make sure. So here we go, just lick it on. That gives you a nice yogurty consistency. Make sure that's on. Right, against the grain, where you've got to be most careful. Naturally, if the hair's growing this way and you're cutting up, this is where you've got opposing forces, so just be really careful, nice and smooth. It's why you do it on the third pass, so there's less hair to tackle from this angle. Hopefully you can hear that. Brilliant, feels great. Right, let's continue. You can't see him on the camera, but I've actually got my wonderful 9-year-old son Sid. He's sitting on the toilet to my left, just watching me. He finds it very interesting. I've got a bit of a nick over the back there, see that? It's a good thing I've got that, just to show you guys how easy. I didn't even feel that, but there's a little nick over the back there, so I'm going to have to be real careful. Didn't even feel it, felt fully comfortable doing that. That's what happens. Right. At this point, going backwards from my forehead is that feels great. Absolutely. That feels wonderful. Right, we've got that done in 3 passes, which I'm really delighted with. I haven't gone absolutely baby bottom smooth BBS. That's one of the things I learned. That if you chase that baby bottom smooth, you can get it, but you don't need it. Not all the time anyway. You can go for it sometimes. Get it to a nice smooth level, and don't forget, and this was a real learning for me, that because you've opened your pores and exposed your hairs for the shave, it locks itself back in once you've done your post-process. So just stick with a nice damn fine shave, DFS. Okay. Witch hazel, which is this product here, Dickinson's. Great stuff. I popped that on first. I bought a spray bottle, a barber spray bottle, which cost like a £5 on Amazon, just because it helps stop me pour it too far over everything and use too much, and it just gives me a nice fine spray. So I can feel that is beautiful, absolutely lovely. So I pop that on first, just give that a few seconds to seep in. Stick with a Proraso, level playing field. I've got a big bottle here. This is Proraso green, amazing. I can just about remember Brute from when I was a kid, and what it smelt like, what it looked like, and my general impression of it. And this seems to be just like a modern take, right? Slaphead. That feels amazing, I tell you. Right, do a little twirl, see what you guys think. Beautifully shaved head, that was really enjoyable. Thanks very much for watching. This was HeadShoward shave. Really enjoyed that. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.